Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lane by Lane. Raz is out, as you can see, so I, James Patterson, will be your host today. Worry not, he'll be back next week. But for now, I am the keeper of all things, the points that don't matter. Let's meet our guest today. Today, competing on the show, we have Emily Rand. We have three-time champion Hi, Lamb. Somebody's got to do something about that. And Azael, my friend, welcome back to the show. How are you feeling today, Azael?
I'm feeling good. I mean, we all know Hi paid off Raz.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he got to you or not, so we'll see if this win streak continues.
I can assure you no tampering has occurred. No tampering. Hi, how confident are you feeling? You've been running the table here on this show. You think you can do it again?
Honestly, I would have lost if it was just no points from the fans, but the fans really keep giving me points. So if you guys want, apparently I have to keep coming back on the show if I win. So fans vote for anyone but me.
Right. So here's the thing:
no.
the fans do get a say, but I get to say how much value their input is worth. And so maybe I'll be a little different than Raz. Okay. Emily, somebody has to bring Hi down. You think you're the person to do it?
I'm going into this with the same amount of confidence I have in everything else, which is I have no confidence in myself whatsoever.
Come on, come on.
Emily has to win. We gotta see if we can get Emily to dunk today.
Here you go, Emily. Let me boost that confidence. I'll give you 100 points as a kickoff to it all. We're gonna dive straight in. Let's go with topic number one. This is, who is the best top laner in the LCS right now?
Licorice. After last weekend, I'm going Licorice. He was incredible. I'm just saying, based on this, his time with Golden Guardians. We're saying Golden Guardians Licorice. I'm not talking about FlyQuest Licorice.
Who's that
guy? But Golden Guardians Licorice, solo killed Someday twice. Solo killed Huni. Was incredible on the Mundo. Even in a loss, was really, really good. Across the whole weekend, it was so impressive from him. It's so nice to see him back in form. Really haven't seen him playing this well since his time with Cloud9. Even won Player of the Week.
Azael, that's an awfully small sample size of 3 games. You know who's been killing it? And someone who I actually personally have had to eat my words because I rated him 9th last split in our top lane tier list thing. I'm going with Fudge. He's been the most consistent player on C9 as they've really kind of struggled since they came back from MSI compared to expectations and compared to what we know he's capable of. I think Fudge has been remarkably consistent. He is a rock for this team right now. He's playing so well. He's insane. He's improved so much. I'm happy to eat my words on what I said.
All right, Hi, give me that championship answer.
You know, I'm not sure if they're just avoiding the obvious answer for whatever reason, but I don't even have to say his name. They already both know who I'm talking about. Even though he's only played 4 games, the best top laner in the LCS is Alfari. He's the only top laner that has done a Flame Horizon this entire split. He's the only top laner that has more than first stats in over 5 categories. Even though he got benched, he still holds the record for most stats and everywhere. Not only that, he held the stats previous split, and there's no contest. At the very least, he's the best mechanical top laner in lane. Maybe elsewhere, maybe not, but lane phase for sure.
All right. Going with the guy who's barely played at all this split, but I like it. You can't argue with his raw talent. Let's move on to topic number 2. This one is, what is the best ARAM champion? I expect big points coming out of Azael for this one.
I'm going Jinx. Jinx is overpowered on ARAM, man. ARAM is no ADC, no win. Jinx is incredible. You get the resets. There's so many brawls. You have the range. You have the damage to be able to carry. I think this champion is absolutely a monster in ARAM. And I know when I play ARAM, I'm always re-rolling for marksman. Jinx is right at the top of the list.
Okay. Hi, what are you thinking here?
Okay. I don't know about y'all, but Kayn is disgustingly broken on ARAM. He has so much healing there. Yeah, have you ever played versus a good Kayn on ARAM?
Probably not, because I don't feel like it's a very good champion.
MMR is too high, but when I play Kayn, he's impossible to play versus because he just either one-shots everyone on the enemy team, or he's unkillable. Because he gets too many items too quickly, it becomes a juggernaut.
I didn't like the answer, and Hi took a shot at my elo, so that's a loss of points right there. Emily, what do you got for me in ARAM?
In my personal experience, which is obviously a lower elo than I'd either go a marksman, but you know, Azael already chose Jinx. I'm a marksman player.
There's still a better one out there.
I also love playing Lux in ARAMs,
Ooh.
actually. I feel like her utility is always super useful. You go full AP and just blast the shit out of people.
Wait, hold up. They
Like,
gave
she's
her
so
like a
fun.
30% damage nerf on ARAM.
Oh, that's true. Hey, I still do well,
The
so I'm
champion
just
got
sad.
buffed on ARAM. She got nerfed. What is
You know
this?
who's actually OP because of all of it is Akali. Man, Akali is nutty.
Akali is definitely broken. Takes like 20% less damage and deals 20% more
Yeah.
damage. Actually, all the assassins are
Yeah.
broken. There's a lot of broken stuff on
You know,
there.
Azael,
Kane's an assassin. Come on,
Azael,
guys.
I'm only a little mad that you chose Jinx and not my girl Ashe after you were the person who taught me the Ashe build.
The Imperial
Yes.
Mandate Ash build is pretty broken
Yeah.
too.
I
think
forgot
Varus
you were
is really
spamming
good.
that in solo queue,
Sivir is
Ash.
really good. There's a lot of broken marksmen in ARAM, let's be
the
honest.
2-second W spam on Imperial
You know who
Mandate
kills
Ashe is just
marksmen?
disgusting.
Kane.
Kane, I don't accept that. That's such a crappy answer. All right, topic number 3. What has been the best roster change in the LCS since the end of spring? We're going all the way back to spring. It's pretty much every team you
There's-
can choose from.
I mean, it has to be Abadaga, right?
Okay.
Like, I feel like obviously you can go with Fly. You can go with the more recent ones. You can go with Fly. The entire FlyQuest roster is immediately something that pops to mind. But Abadaga is like they already had the skeleton of this really good team. They added a super consistent and super flexible mid laner to that. Like, theoretically, all of the problems that 100 Thieves had in adapting to patch changes in spring should not happen in summer. It hasn't happened thus far in summer, in my opinion, despite the fact they had a down week last week. I think Abadaga has performed remarkably well for this team, and this is what's going to make this team a potential championship contender.
I mean, she's making some good points. You know, 100 Thieves aren't a bad team,
Yeah.
but FlyQuest Academy is undefeated.
Oh my
100% win rate straight to Worlds, baby. We're going for it.
I loved it, dude. They called it from the beginning. They said, we're going 3-0. We're going to Worlds. I'm holding them to their word, and I hope to see
Who
them
needs
there.
sample size? All my answers are just.
You're going
this
with
guy
like the
played one
lowest
game,
sample size.
and it was really
Azael's
good.
answers today are all about crunch that sample size down.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, exactly,
You know?
exactly. Mess with the stats, mess with the data sets. All right, Hi, talk to me.
Well, they kind of stole like the best answers for stats, so I'm gonna have to go out a little bit out of my way. I personally like entertainment. I watch LCS for
I like
fun,
entertainment,
among
too.
many other things. And I personally liked the drama that revolved Dardox benching.
Ooh.
I don't necessarily think
The
that,
best
you
move
know,
is benching
that
Dardox.
was-
Oh my god!
That was some good entertainment.
Wow.
The drama kept the fire alive in LCS. I am here for the fighting. You
I
know?
love it.
And that was pretty good.
Thank you
drama.
very much,
Okay.
Hive. Thank you for bringing some drama into our lives
Fair.
here with that answer. All right, this next one is our power-up question. So the winner of this will then have the power-up for the following round. Also, a reminder to all of you in the audience, make sure you're spamming in chat who you think is the winner of this as we go along, and we'll check back in with what you think throughout. Okay, so this week's power-up is called Pick a Card. The winner of this is going to have the option to pick between some certain categories, but first, the question. The question is, what's the best ultimate spellbook combo? Have you guys even played with that yet?
Oh, yes, I've been playing a lot. First of all,
If
it's just
not-
Cho'Gath in anything. Cho'Gath Ultimate is actually so broken. I want to tell you about a combo that I played against. I played against a Zed with Cho'Gath Ultimate.
What?
This guy was not hitting a single spell
he
on
just
me.
ults and
He
then-
just ults you, and then Cho'Gath ults you, and then that damage gets amped by Deathmark, and you die. He doesn't
Oh
even have the
my
hidden
God.
ability. It's so broken.
That's ridiculous. I didn't even think about it that way. Fantastic answer. All right, Emily High, who wants the next crack at this?
I mean, I'm gonna int this because I have not played it at all, and I have not looked at
Theory
it
craft!
because
Theory craft!
I spend way too much time watching League of Legends.
Well, then you've seen all of the champions and their abilities. Which two would be OP?
Oh god, Hi, go first. I'm just gonna int. I'm like
Alright.
sprinting it right now.
I'll give you some time to
I
think.
also haven't played Ultimate Spellbook. I've only played solo queue recently, actually. So I don't know if this is a combo. I'm gonna choose Malzahar with Ashe's Ultimate. The problem with Malzahar, generally speaking, is that you either buy QSS against Malzahar or you can't reach him. Ash Arrow fixes both those things. If you don't QSS the Ash Arrow, you still get blasted by the Q and the E. If you do QSS Ash Arrow, you still get the Malzahar ulti after. So it counters the one item that counters Malzahar and allows him to engage from
You know what
away.
sucks about Marksman with Malzahar ultimate though is you can't auto attack. You're CCing yourself. You have no dots up.
No, you got it mixed up. Malzahar with Ash's ultimate.
I love it though. Okay. Okay. Malzahar with Ash's. I love it though. He's
Okay.
going for the toxic
yes.
CC chain, where it's just like, yeah, you get hit with
Yes,
1
yes.
3-second stun, and then you QSS that, and now you're suppressed till the cows come home. All right, Emily, you've had plenty of time to think. What are you going with?
I have no idea. Can you like as Yasuo, can you use like, can you basically like knock yourself
You
up
could,
with
you
like
could
a Grog
take,
assault
sure,
or something?
or Malphite, like whatever
Yeah.
you
Oh
want.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll go that, like Yasuo with like a Malphite
Okay,
or Gragas.
I'm gonna take away 200 points because you stole
You
my
should.
answer.
Okay.
But now if you can convince me that it's a good answer, I'll give you some points back.
I mean, I obviously can't. I just think it's cool. Like, I love Yasuo Gragas comps. Like, I love comps to just go all in and, like,
You know what? You know why that's a good answer, Dash, and I'll help her
Okay.
out. Because
There
you're
you
gonna
go.
be calling for the junglers when you're mid lane the whole game. They never come.
you
Who needs your jungler? You're the
There you
whole
go.
jungler.
Look at that.
Yeah,
You're your
that's
jungler
true.
and your mid laner. You set yourself up.
My goodness, you're welcome,
Well,
Emily.
the only problem with that is that the Gragas ulti would scale off AP, right? And Yasuo doesn't have that, so why not like?
I think they
an
scale
ult
off
that scales
AP as well.
Yeah.
They scale off both, I think, in Ultimate Spellbook.
Gragas' ult?
In Ultimate
Yeah.
Spellbook, everything
Oh,
scales up everything else.
Oh, see, that's the
Really?
tech
Yes.
right there. Thank God we have Azael here because
I
the
didn't know that.
three of us
Azael is like helping
would
me
be
out, I don't
utterly
know why.
clueless about it because I also
I've
haven't
been
played
playing
it.
solo queue. What do you want from
So
me?
I'll just call this out real quick
fun.
because
It's a fun
this
mode.
was a slide that we had on this or that this week, but it actually just gave us 2 comparisons, and I think Echo plus Skarner ult is pretty sick because you can TP in, you can Skarner ult somebody, and then Echo
that's
ult them
cool.
back to the fountain, and they just insta-die. They literally just dead. You don't have to do anything. Anyway, all right, from here, we're gonna check in with the fan vote, and then we're gonna head to a short break. So let's go ahead and see what everybody at home thinks so far. What's our status? Hi.
Hi.
Oh
Hi.
no, dude.
Hi always has
You're
the
gonna-
will of the people.
Guys.
He's never getting out. He's just gonna be returning
Shouldn't
champion
have to
every
free me
week.
from the jail lane by
The,
lane.
the audience is
Jail.
just, they're trying to hammer
the
you.
more High doesn't want to win, the more I want.
I
him to
know,
win,
same.
to be
Like,
honest.
keep voting for him.
It is.
Let's go High.
It's
Come on,
having
fans.
adverse effects. Well, hi, then I'm going to see you here every single week if we keep going at
Yeah.
this route. Although Azael has created some massive separation.
I can sprint it. Don't worry.
I believe in you. I believe in you
fix
to do
this.
that. All right, we're going to head to a short break. When we come back, we'll see who is the lucky winner of this week's Power Up. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Lane by Lane, where we are currently locked in battle over meaningless points and the right to return next week to defend the title of champion. Current point totals: Emily, 1,900, tied with our defending champion High at 1,900 as well. Azael way out in front right now, 2,800 points. But all of that can change here in the second half of the show. Before this, we had the power-up question. Now we go to the audience
Wait,
to
what?
find out who
What?
won. Oh my
I said to
goodness!
vote for High.
Azael! He's unseated High in the power-up pickup.
He can't sprint
So he
it.
gets it. As hard as you might try to sprint it, chat's not gonna let you. So here's how it works. This one is called Pick a Card. Azael, I'm gonna give you 3 categories. You get to
All
pick
right.
out of the 3 categories which one we go to, and the question that you receive after that will be related. So your options are LCS Entertainment, LCS Summoners, or LCS Food. What are you going
Let's
with?
go entertainment.
Entertainment. He's going for
Yeah.
entertainment. I like to be entertained, so this one should be entertaining. LCS Entertainment, which pro would win an LCS foosball tournament? For you
Foosball?
youngins out there, that's a game where you play with your hands, and there's little plastic soccer ball men, football men, and you shoot into tiny little goals. So who's gonna win that tournament, Azael?
Let's go Acadian. Acadian seems like a guy
Okay.
who would like to play some foosball, you know? I think he could get in there. He's pretty athletic looking. I feel like it's kind of
You
like
think
one of those.
Canadian plays foosball?
I don't know. I don't think
Does anyone play foosball?
You think
Any of them
if
play
we're
I wanted to
playing
say-
soccer instead of actually soccer.
I wanted to say all the boomer pros, but I feel like they've all retired, and so probably no one plays foosball in the LCS.
They don't have fast enough hands. All right, Hi, it sounds like you have an opinion on all of this. So how about you get in here with your pick?
I'm gonna have to choose. Let me see. It's gotta be someone from the Midwest because foosball is definitely like a Midwestern
Is it?
thing. Unfortunately, I don't.
Foosball's like
Today
a
I
college
learned.
thing.
Yeah.
Foosball from the
Yeah.
Midwest.
Isn't it more popular in the
Bar
Midwest?
All of you.
Do people in California know what foosball is?
I know what foosball is. I'm from
People play
California.
foosball where I grew
just
up, too.
asked
I
the
just don't
question,
think
Hi.
it's-
How dare you
Yeah.
insult my knowledge of foosball? I'm terrible at it, but I know it. Who's your pick?
I'm gonna choose a Blaze Olive. I feel like he knows what foosball is. I'm pretty sure he's from the Midwest. And I guarantee you he's very good at it because he is a
Guaranteed.
talented man of many
I'm
traits.
gonna ask him later. if
Not
he is any
lying
good.
about anything
All
I
right,
just
cool.
said.
I like it. Emily, get in here.
This is a very big stretch, but since Blabber used to be like semi-pro in badminton or something, he has to have like really fast wrists,
What?
right?
He was semi-pro in badminton?
Yeah, like he's like actually really good
How
at
did
it.
I miss that?
Yeah, so like I figure, maybe he has like the fast
Yeah.
wrists. He has good hands.
like it.
There we go. My
A
vote's
flick of the
Blabber.
wrist on the badminton court?
That's what makes you good at foosball, right? I haven't played it since like
Well,
college.
especially too because I think at the high levels of foosball, you're not allowed to do the spin, where you just like spin it.
where you just
and
like
it just
whack it.
Yeah.
Are there high levels of foosball? Actually, that's a stupid question. I'm sure there are.
there are. Don't insult the foosball
Yeah,
community.
spinning the thing is
in
cheating,
fact,
technically.
In fact,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily, I'm sorry, I gotta time you out because we don't insult other athletic communities out there and foosball. I'm sure they're all up in arms right now. Okay, next topic. Let's see what we got here. Question number 6. What's the most exciting matchup this weekend? There's a lot of exciting ones. If you saw the LCS promo that came out this week, there's a heck ton of exciting matchups ahead of us that are all definitely League of Legends. But which one is the most exciting to you?
It's actually Dash versus the camera in the promo for this week. Dash versus all the jump cuts.
Yeah.
He's over here. He's over there. He's over here.
Here's my question. Who wins that matchup?
Dash every time, very clearly. You dominated the camera there.
Right there. Okay.
With your eyes,
With
Dash.
my eyes. Gotta stare it down, assert dominance. Hi, Emily, what are you guys thinking?
Actual answer here if Emily doesn't mind me going first.
No, go
Well,
for
that's
it.
very kind of you. And
All
for
right,
that,
so
I'm gonna disallow
on
you from
July-
going first, and I'm gonna go to Emily because I like to mess with the flow
All
of
right.
things.
So hear me out. FlyQuest EG. This game has the potential to be like 50, 60 kills. Everyone's just diving everyone. We're trying to split push. We don't execute it well. We miss a fight. We're TPing in to restart the fight. Let's go. I just want to see blood. That is actually the matchup I'm looking forward to the
There
most.
will be blood. All right, Hi, get in here now with whatever your perfect answer
Well,
was.
I
going
was
to be.
gonna choose a FlyQuest game, but I'm gonna pivot my answer instead. So I'm gonna go with Golden Guardians versus C9 because we have C9 Licorice versus C9 because it's no longer FlyQuest
Ooh.
Licorice. He's returned to his former glory of C9 Licorice.
He has
So now
ascended.
gets to fight back his team.
Okay, I like it. I like that call. Do you think Licorice has what it takes to take down his replacement in Fudge?
Oh, no way. But he is overpowered.
All right, for the honesty, I'll give you a few more. All right, next up, topic number 7. What champion could be a true 5-role flex pick? We've seen a number of champions, particularly in this meta, jump
Lee
between a
Sin.
few.
It already is.
Okay.
FBI played it in Marksman. I don't see why you couldn't play it as support. We've seen it top, jungle, mid. Why could you not have a playmaking Lee Sin support as well? That's literally the only place I haven't seen it played in pro. Maybe it already was played in pro and I just missed it. But I mean, this champion is so strong, so flexible. You could even do.
Do you just go Aegis? Like, what are you building?
I could see that. I could see Aegis. I could see Tank. I've even seen people do Shield Max Lee Sin with like Ardent and stuff back when Ardent meta was really popular, and I think it was pretty troll, but there is something to it.
Okay. Well, Lee Sin, it's already most of the way there. Just needs one more roll. What's another pick?
I'm gonna go Viego.
I got it.
Viego.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
in here.
I was gonna say,
Viego.
I feel like you can flex it pretty much anywhere still. I still think his entire kit is overtuned, despite the fact that they keep trying to adjust him. And
Wait.
you know what? Like, I don't know about the Viego support.
That's what I
something
was
I'm
gonna
not-
ask about.
See,
I'm not super
He just
sold
kills the
on.
You just
Leona,
build
and
the-
then he is a
Just
support.
like, just build it. Yeah, just build it like a top laner or something. You know, like whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still wondering about how the Viego support really works, but I like the call out of killing the other support, and you just become them. Hi, what are you thinking?
All right, so this answer actually works. Like Azael has said, it's been played on all roles. I don't actually think Lee Sin support's actually a thing though, but I'll give it to him. However, Jarvan support is actually a thing. When you max the flag and you build AP on him, he actually played in lane. You go area, you max AP, you destroy them in lane. So that's how your support role is filled. If you go mid lane, you go full lethality, so that you can burst the mages there. If you go AD carry, top, or jungle, you just build bruiser, and that way he's played in all 3 lanes, a 3 different build class, and he's viable in all 5 roles.
I'm giving High some extra points there because he's the person who chose a champion that's barely existent in the meta, but still found a way to make it work across all 5 lanes. This next question is going to be our final question of the show, so I hope y'all are ready for it. Out of the bottom 5 teams, who is definitely making it into playoffs? Obviously, a couple of those teams are already in the playoff picture, but we have a few that are really fighting for control of 8th and maybe even further up. So what are the picks here?
I would say Golden Guardians. They have gotten so much better in summer versus spring. I think that the addition of Licorice has been a big improvement as well. Playoffs is top 8. You've really only got to beat CLG and one other team. Let's be honest here.
This guy was like hardcore fanboying FlyQuest throughout this entire show, then he's not going to choose FlyQuest and go with Golden Guardians instead. What is this, Azael?
What? He was big on Licorice.
Yeah, we're going on Licorice, but I mean, FlyQuest is a good answer as well, but Golden Guardians have been more consistent over the whole split, if I'm giving a real answer, right? Like, they already have shown that they're actually winning pretty consistently every weekend. Yes, their record in summer is not amazing, but they've improved massively from spring, and I think that they looked even better with Licorice.
All right, High. If he's going for Golden Guardians, who are you going with?
I want to vote for CLG because I like rooting for the underdogs. Realistically speaking, they have the lowest chance.
Yeah, they
but
do.
their name literally implies that they counter logic. So with that logic, it makes sense that they make it in, right?
Okay.
And they recently did a mid lane change, and it's time for Tanner. I don't know about y'all, but Tanner time is a good time.
All right. Citing the mid lane change, the counter logic to the way things are going. Maybe this is the era of CLG's return. Emily, you're the final answer here of the day. Can you make up this ground?
No, but I'm gonna go Immortals because I think they did give themselves enough of like a slight buffer when they got a really hot start initially to summer. Despite the fact that they've still been inconsistent, they still pick drafts that, in my opinion, are rather difficult to execute and are very unapologetic about that when I've talked to them, which I also appreciate. I think they should be consistent enough where I could still see a drop off in FlyQuest after people aren't necessarily surprised or they can't continue to execute at a really high level. I like the Golden Guardians answer too, but I'm gonna stick with mine.
Azael, she liked your answer.
Thank you. You know, that was a great answer, Emily. And Dash, you know, we've got to take down High. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to give all of my points to Emily.
No, I was gonna give all my points to you.
No, I asked first.
Damn it.
It's allowed. There you go. See?
Wow.
Reminds me
How is this
Ask
happening?
and
Let's go.
you shall
Monopoly
receive.
money under the table.
Look at
What
that.
is this?
Look at that.
I never played
Whoever
Monopoly
said-
again after my friends
Whoever
did that.
said,
Emily is insane in this
oh
game.
my God, Emily, how did you do it? What is going on? Whoever
That was
said,
incredible.
I
Are you
actually
seeing this,
sprinted
Dash?
it.
I mean, look, no one's ever tried just asking, right?
Yeah.
It's a brilliant thing when
It's
you
a bold
when you
move.
communicate with your friends. Azael may have remembered from the olden days that sometimes I'm just a nice guy and sometimes I give you what you want. All right, make sure you vote in chat for the winner. Who knows? Maybe your vote is worth 9,000 points. And
Maybe.
Azael,
I feel like
and
everyone
Azael
is
wins
so
again.
high now.
I could still
Who's
take
to
it.
say?
Yeah,
Oh, Azael,
Who's
no,
to
no,
say?
no, no, no.
So make sure you're voting in the
Let's go.
chat.
Literal
That
world
way we
champion.
can go ahead and check in and see who ultimately is going to take
Yeah,
it.
they're all going right.
I can't be
I love it.
Oh!
I love
Oh
it.
my
Jail.
goodness, High!
Give me
It's
free-
worth
Twitch chat,
so
do
many
it.
points!
Oh, where's it gonna
Oh
stop?
no!
Where's
Where's it gonna stop? Oh! He has been unseated for the first time since he went on the run. The winner of today's episode of Lane
Congratulations.
by Lane is the
I do not
much
deserve
deserved
this.
Emily Ran. Emily, 15 seconds to gloat. Go for it.
I mean, I fully did not deserve this win, but thank you, Zale. I'll try not to sprint it on the solo queue questions. Admittedly, I play a lot of ARAMs, not a lot of SR. I get my SR games in, but I typically just play ARAMs and watch other leagues. So, yeah, in the last minute and few seconds of my time, watch LPL. It's super fun. As is LCS, but you know.
Emily, get off my champion screen! What?
They don't conflict.
We're about to start
They
this
don't
show!
conflict.
Get out of here! I regret everything. All right, congratulations.
You should.
Congratulations once again to Emily Ran, our winner. Now we're throwing it to our final commercial break before Immortals and Cloud9 go head-to-head to kick off our third round robin in the LCS. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. That was brilliant, Azael. Well done. Good teamwork.
Thank you.